Which card do you think would be best to grade at PSA? This is what a friend recently asked me, and here was my advice. First off, huge disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. I'm just a guy sharing some of my process for answering this question. You are responsible for your own self. You have to manage your budget. You have to make your own decisions and find out ultimately what works for you. Okay. Disclaimer over. The first question to ask yourself is, why are you sending these cards in to get graded in the first place? There are tons of reasons people send in cards, but knowing your why will help you decide whether sending a card in is worth it. Some people like to get cards graded because they're just collecting cards. They like the way a certain card looks, or they have like a favorite card like Pikachu, and they just want to get it graded. They think it looks nice in the slab. There have been tons of Pikachu cards printed over the years, and honestly, it's just a nostalgia factor. Some people are wanting to invest by putting a little money down right now in the hopes that 5, 10, 20 years down the road, the card will skyrocket in price and you can make some profit off of selling it. Other people, they want to sell right away. They have some older cards. Older cards are generally selling for higher. They think the card still looks crispy and they want to get it graded to boost the price now and get some verification of the quality of the card. Maybe you have another why. Tell me in the comments below. Tell me what is your why for getting cards graded. And once you have your why, you can then start to collect data. Now, if you're just collecting cards and you want the card to look nice, my advice is go for it. As long as you're being financially responsible and it's in your budget, have fun. Pick whatever grading service you like, send it in, get it graded, get it back in a few months, and enjoy. Be happy, live your life. If you're wanting to invest or sell graded cards, I think there's a few more things you need to consider. First thing, you got to figure out how much it's going to cost per card to get graded. Now, here on the screen are some options at PSA, a popular grading company. Now, unless you have the Collectors Club membership, at minimum, you're looking at $24.99. And that's out without shipping, that's without any additional insurance you might want to put on there. And that's assuming that the card is a declared value of $500 or less after grading. So that is a rough estimate of what you think the card will be worth. So if you happen to have that old base set first edition Charizard just sitting around, that is going to cost more to grade simply because of the value. Second, once you have a rough estimate of how much you're spending per card, then it's good to start researching what your cards are selling for at various grade levels. There are multiple sites that you can use, like this one, Price Charting. There's other good ones, Collector, eBay, TCG Player, Pokemon Data. Even grading services like PSA and Beckett have some tools on their site to gather sales data. So start looking up your cards and see what sales look like. The more data, the better. For instance, one of the cards my friend was asking about is this Umbreon and Darkrai GX Promo 241. If we're going to get this graded, what I personally look for is what grades 8 and above are selling for. Assuming the card has been kept well, there's no major defects like scratches, nicks, whiting on the sides or corners, major factory misprints, the card is likely to come back 7 or 8 at minimum. So for this card, Price Charting has it going for roughly $30.07 when sold ungraded or raw. At a 7, $23.52. At a 9 or at an 8, $30. At a 9, $47.50. And at a 10, $282.33. Those sound like good prices to make some money back. Now let's look at the card on PSA to see how the percentage of these cards are getting high grades. So for instance, on PSA, we see at the very right that there is a total of 3,559 cards of Umbreon Darkrai that have been graded at PSA. And the 685 total, that is the number of 10s that they've given out. 2,030 total, that is the number of 9s. And then you just keep going backwards. 689 8s. So I think what this number gives us, it's not a guarantee, but what it is it's showing you that these cards, when submitted, tend to grade well. A large majority are getting 8 to 10s. Many are sitting in the 9 category. To me, that's pretty solid odds that if you get it graded, you'll at least minimum get in that range. Again, as long as the card has not been damaged or, has been kept well. And going back, again, you're at least an 8 to 10 right now, you're at least making that $25 back and a few extra bucks. So if you're looking to save it and sell it later, that's also great because it's only likely going to appreciate in value. All in all, when I think about this card, how many are getting in the 8 to 10 range, and the fact that you're making your money back, this is a solid A tier card. You're likely going to make your money back, especially if you hold on to it. It will only go, so I say go for it. Here's an opposite example. Giovanni's Exile from Hidden Fates. Immediately, we can see that a PSA 10 is going for roughly $21, maybe $22. That is not even covering the full cost of grading. In my opinion, the only reason you would ever want to get a card like this graded is if you just really love the card. Maybe you have some sentimental value, or you're collecting a graded set or something, or maybe you're hoping the card price will go up down the road. For that, you can look at historical sales data of PSA 10s and see that it started high and has kind of settled and stayed around this $20, $22 range. It's probably going to keep hovering at this price for a while. At some point, it might likely go up, but I would think that's going to take years. I mean, we're talking 5 to 10 years before it probably will start to go up much at all. In all, if you have the budget and you really just like this card and you're wanting to blow $25, go for it. By all means. But in terms of selling and getting your money back right now, I don't think a card like this is worth it. I want to go back to the Umbreon and Darkrai, and I want to look at some of the historical data. We can find out that for PSA 10s, when Price Charting started collecting data, this was going for a roughly 209. And we can see right now it's going for 282 roughly. That is over 30% gain. And this has only been a few years. So my question for myself would be, how long am I willing to wait? Am I looking for a quick turnaround, a quick buck, or am I looking for long-term gains? If you're looking for a quick buck, then you have to be a bit harsher with your evaluation on what cards you're wanting to get graded. Because you really only want to choose the cards that you're actually going to make some money back on. If you're looking for a long-term hold, you can be a little bit more flexible, but what is the card? What's the character's popularity that's on the card? How likely is it that someone in 20 years is going to want this? For instance, Pikachu, that's a really popular Pokemon. It's probably always going to be somewhat popular. Charizards obviously are ridiculously popular. So, I mean, likely it's going to appreciate in value the longer it sits. Not always, but likely. And you can look at eBay sales to see how many of these cards are actually selling within the last year or farther. Is this card the card that is selling out of a set? Is it the chase card, or is it just some random like V holo that not many people are really interested in? There are only so many base set Charizard first editions that are going to skyrocket into the like hundreds of thousands of dollars at a PSA 10. Now, some cards are looking like that they could end up being good contenders down the road. I'm thinking of like the Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike, Giratina Alt Art from Lost Origin, Moonbryon from Evolving Skies, the Latios Heart card. These are all cards that are looking like they're going to blow up even further down the road, but they're really popular now. So that's a good indicator that it could be a card to hold on to. This is not saying you need to go out and buy these cards now and get them graded. This is not saying go spend all your money on Pokemon cards. This is not financial advice. What I'm saying is these are the types of questions I ask myself when I'm deciding to get cards graded. This is the type of research that I like to do. And honestly, guys, I go hard on this. Here is an example spreadsheet that I compiled for that friend that was asking about what cards to send. I go through every single card and I will list the prices and get a sense of what are the prices, what is the market looking like, and what is my opinion or what is my thought. Do you have to do all this? No, but it's all really good to consider. The last thing you kind of want to ask yourself is, do you even want to deal with the hassle of shipping it all out to get graded, waiting 3 to 4 months to get it back, and then potentially not get a good grade and get your money back? You already have the card to enjoy ungraded. So again, it all depends on what is your why. So tell me, what is your why to get cards graded? And tell me if you have any other thoughts about getting cards graded and why you should or why you should not, or whatever. Let me know. Ultimately, I hope this has given you some ways to process towards whether you want to get your cards graded at a grading service. Now, a small self-plug, like I said, it can be daunting to get your cards graded and the whole process and submit cards. So if you ever want to and just don't want to deal with that hassle, I'm happy to consult with you and submit the cards for you. I have a Fiverr page that I will link in the description below where you can see my rates, and all you need to do is send them to me. I'll do all the work for you. So we can chat, talk through what options might be available, what cards might be the best for you right now, and then send them in to get graded. All in all, friends, happy grading. Let me know what your thoughts are about this, and best of luck on your future pulls.